I injured my left shoulder at the gym. I was trying to bench 175. I didn't rack it properly, holding onto the bar, and it destroyed my left shoulder. Luckily, it landed behind my head. So I had left shoulder. What was it? The labrum, the bicep, and the supraspinatus. I'd um,
Yep.
torn substantially, but it wasn't a complete snap. There was large tears.
Right.
So I had shoulder surgery, and then I got home. I believe it was on a Wednesday. Um, Tim Matthews called me on the Monday the following week, telling me I got to get to Queensland for the Commonwealth Tryouts for what was it, 2022.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, well, mate, I've just had shoulder surgery. I can't, lift my shoes, let alone lift weight. So Tim suggested I go there anyway and go and front the classifiers and see if I can get classified.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, great idea. So my wife and I headed off to Queensland in 2022, where I met Leigh Skinner. There were others, but Leigh was a standout. Um,
Ah, that.
right.
Yeah, Leigh's awesome. Love that dude.
Lee's a total way. Lee's a gentleman.
I,
He's an
I'm pretty
incredible
sure.
guy.
I'm pretty sure we've never met, but I see what he does, and I follow him on social media, and I've heard so many stories about him over the years that I'm still pretty sure we haven't met in person, but I love the guy. I think he's awesome. Like he's
Lee's
got a big reputation.
Lee's another Ben, right?
Yeah.
Except
Okay. Yeah. That. Okay.
Lee, yeah. Lee's caring. He's a great human being. He's a loving, caring guy that's happy to help. He goes out of his way to help.
Yeah. He
So
just looks like everything is for everybody else. He's just like a really generous guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I found that
So anyway, so
more in
Gold Coast, you met Leigh Skinner and you met a few other people in
yeah.
in the program.
Yeah, and then I was taken to get classified, and there was one of the Fijian classifiers and Penny that were classifying me. Now I'm in a car. I'm in a sling, right? And they're
Mm-hmm.
asking to move this way and that way, and then roll onto my stomach. And I said I can't roll onto my stomach. And they said, well, we can't evaluate your disability if you don't roll onto your stomach. I'm saying, well, this is pointless. This is pointless. Hold on, was it? It wasn't 2022. It was 2018. It's 2018
2018.
Commonwealth.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so they rejected my classification. They put down that it was incomplete and I hadn't met the criteria. Now it turns into another long story. So I had the shits. Wasn't happy as most people wouldn't be. I wasn't happy on not that I failed the classification. It's like we couldn't go through the classification because I couldn't do what they wanted me to do, and I shouldn't have been put there to try and classify when I can't, roll onto my left side or onto my stomach because I'm not allowed to take my sling on. I only had surgery I think it was like 10 days beforehand.
Yeah. Right. So you're stuck like that.
I'm
Like you're
stuck.
literally
Yeah, and
your
it
arm is
hurts.
strapped to yourself. Yeah.
It's strapped and it hurts, and I had to catch a flight. Right.
Cheap.
So we decided to take off and go back home because there was no point in staying there. And this was on a Friday. The classification was on a Friday because I distinctly recall I'd gone to work in the morning, came home, went with my wife. We pretty much just took phones and ID and wallet, and off we went. We weren't staying in Queensland.